Good morning, everyone. So I thought I would bring this to your attention, and let me say this one more time. Never use a Microsoft account. Here's the reason why. I had a client come in yesterday who was a victim of a scam. Had the wonderful pop up on the screen, your computer has been locked by Security Defender, da 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 da. Go to this website and we'll help you. That website actually took her to a legitimate Microsoft account, which looks like this, which I didn't know existed at the time until I backtraced it and ran IP addresses and stuff like that. This is a legitimate website. I was not aware of this. It's a part of the Office 365 package, and that's why I didn't know it, because, as I've always said before, Microsoft does not have a customer service tech support division for Windows. So yeah, this was actually being directed through the Office. And so, yeah, here we go. So I replicated what was on her screen, and this is the person I got a hold of. This person is Sandeep, an independent advisor and user. That scares the hell out of me. I would later find out in this conversation that he is compensated by Microsoft to do this. So now this makes it a legitimate problem for Microsoft, because on this particular client's computer, she was fortunate enough to take screenshots. And, well, the independent advisor that assisted her used UltraViewer for Remote Connect. This technician is saying that they only use Quick Assist because it's built into the operating system. Well, that may make sense. But again, this is why I tell people never use a Microsoft, because your login password for your computer is the same as the password for your Microsoft account. In this particular case, she had everything stored in her OneDrive. Banking information, mortgage information, licensing information, so on and so forth. Everything. So not only did this rogue employee, rogue representative, scammer gain access to her computer via remote connection that is not authorized by Microsoft, but now they have her Microsoft account information. And all they think they got to do is log in, look at her OneDrive, boom, there it is. Now, when she got a hold of me yesterday, she went to the bank and closed out her accounts and had them reissued, and she was not too happy about that, but that's a safeguard. Now she's going to have to follow up with everyone else, including her mortgage company, her insurance companies, and so on and so forth, because whoever this fake technician is that claims to be from Microsoft using a legitimate Microsoft account has access to her Microsoft OneDrive and all of the files that were stored there. Again, let me reiterate this one more time. Never use Microsoft accounts. Microsoft is only good for one thing, making an operating system. They make a good Office package, but that package should never be used online. It should always be an independent download separate from Microsoft. And you can still get it. It's a little spendy, but you're safer that way because your stuff's then not being stored in the cloud. And then, like I said, your login password for your computer is the same as the login password for your Microsoft account. So let's think about this. If they get the password, in this case they did, then they can get right into your Microsoft account and everything that is stored there, including changing your information, which is probably the reason why we're having problems getting into their Microsoft account, because the scammer got in there and changed all the information. So this turns out to be a legitimate website. Again, I did not know this, but this turns out to be a legitimate website with legitimate tech support for Microsoft. I wouldn't trust it. In fact, just having a conversation with this person made me nervous. Hence the reason why I'm using the virtual machine and not my real computer. So yeah, if someone thing pops up on your computer and says you have been infected with a scam, or your computer has been locked, or it screams at you in any other way, do not click on the link to go to a chat, even if it's a legitimate one. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't call the number. It's on the screen. If you need to call someone, you can get a hold of me. Best thing to do, turn off your computer. Even though it says not to do that, turn it off. Turn it off, break it from the internet connection. And at that point, if you can afford to bring it to me, if not, you can give me a call. Because I'm in the United States, that means I am subject to prosecution if I screw you over. This person here with that name in India, I'm quite sure. There's no legal jurisdiction. Even if you filed a complaint with the FBI, what are they going to do? Absolutely nothing. You file a complaint with Microsoft, Microsoft is going to say, oh, wow. So, yeah, this person said, fill out this complaint form, da, 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 da. It's not going to do a damn bit of good. Let's be honest. So, yeah, hopefully the idea is to minimize the damage to her. And I tell people all the time, never use a Microsoft account. If you need to store your files off your computer, which everyone should be doing to some extent or another, do not use a Microsoft program, especially one that's tied into your computer. Use another party, whether it be Google, whether it be, if you have an Apple product, obviously you're using Apple iTunes. We have virtual hard drives here that you can remote into. And I set it up and I put the password in and you have the information, but I do all that stuff. That way, if you contacted me and said someone broke into your computer, I can go in there and go click and break that connection to your virtual hard drive from your computer. So, yeah. So hopefully the damage to this client, I don't know. I am going to recommend Norton LifeLock to her to monitor her credit. Like I said, I advised her yesterday to go to the bank, close her accounts, and reopen them because there was, that information that was in there. The next thing she's going to need to do is get a hold of her insurance company, make sure there are no fraudulent claims coming that way, to get a hold of her mortgage company, make sure no one's trying to open up a line of credit via her house. So, yeah. That's the only thing I got to say is don't do that. If you are local to me, call me. If you're not local to me, call me and I can at least give you some guidance to get out of it. Never click the link. Never click the link. Never call the phone number on the screen. If it pops up and says your computer has been locked and it claims it's from Microsoft, it's not. Conversation with this guy says we don't do that. Microsoft is a big greedy corporation. They don't give a rat's ass about you. Just saying, unless you're paying them $10 million a year, they don't care who you are. So, anyways, that's my rant, rave, and tip for the day. You guys have a great day. I will talk to you later. Hopefully, I'll see you today and see you later today for Candyland. Bye-bye.